Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorites and my fails for the month of June. I know you guys hear it all the time, but June I really feel like just kind of sped on by, but it's okay because I'm ready for July. And no, I did not mean for that to rhyme, but I love the 4th of July. I love fireworks. I feel like July is when it starts to get even hotter, and I know a lot of people don't like the heat, but I do. I like being on the lake. I like to be out in the sun. I like to ride my motorcycle. I like the heat. It's my element. So I am excited for that. But without further ado, I'm going to quit rambling and I'm going to go ahead and start with my favorites for the month of June. I'm going to start off with eyes, and these palettes right here were sent to me from Kaleidos Makeup, and I have got to say, I am impressed. I am so impressed. If you have not seen the video where I did a look with all 3 of these palettes, you definitely need to check it out because these are killer. This is the Futurism collection. I'm just going to show you each of the palettes. The first one I have here is the green one, the Futurism one, a sci-fi green, and it has like the Pat McGrath packaging. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm going to lose the sheet. These are the colors here. I spoke about how I liked this better than the Gemini palette. So if I was going to choose between that, in case you didn't see that video and you're wondering, I would pick this. I just find the mattes in here to work so much better. They're not patchy and the metallics are so beautiful. This one is my personal favorite. This is the Futurism 3 Astro Pink. Show you this one. It just spoke to me. I love this color right here, and then with that maroon, stunning. And then the last one is Cyber Bronze, and this is more of like the earthy orangey red tones right there. But all 3 palettes performed really well. Let me just touch this red and silver real quick. Do you see these? Do you see those? They're so pretty and so pigmented. I definitely would give them a try. They're $24 a piece. $24 a piece, and I think it's $59 for the bundle. Yeah, they're incredible. The next palette is from Natasha Denona, and Natasha, if you're watching this size palette, this price point, and this quality, don't change it. It's good. Just stick with this. This is beautiful. So this is the Sunrise palette in comparison to the Sunset palette. This one is definitely more on the watermelon purple side, whereas the other one is definitely more orange and red. This is a softer one, and it has like the peachy tones. I love this palette. It is a little bit smaller, but it's $65 instead of the $129, and everything in here works phenomenally well. I have done 2 different looks on my channel, but I've used it throughout, the month. And I just think that this is a beautiful palette. I love these tones. I really like the watermelon shades and the peachy shades together and the yellow, just the whole thing. I just feel like she knocked it out of the park. I didn't find a dud in this palette. It is so, so phenomenal. I absolutely love this palette. This next one, I feel like you guys are gonna shoot me. I'm sorry, but honestly, this is you guys' fault. I love this powder, but this is you guys' fault. So I am talking about the La Prairie new Skin Caviar powder. You get this, and you also get another like travel size, and all together it is 50 grams of product. Now I compared this to the Chanel powder. So if you want to see something that's not 200 and something odd dollars, you could definitely check out the Chanel powder. But really, this is one of the best powders I have ever used. And I said I didn't know if I would repurchase it or not, but you guys are big enablers. I thought I was an enabler, but you guys are enablers. You guys made the very good point to me that 50 grams compared to, I pulled this out for example, my La Mer powder. I purchased this over and over again. I purchased my Sicily powder over and over again, and the pressed version of this. And this one right here is $95, and you're getting 8 grams of product. So for a little bit more than double the price, you're getting, like 4 or 5 times the amount, more than 5 times the amount. So And when you look at it that way, if you're using something like the La Mer powder, it is worth it. And I am addicted to this. This is one of the smoothest powders I have ever put on my face. And it doesn't have really a radiance to it. So if you're not looking for anything that has a radiant glitter or anything like that, but is naturally radiant, this is it. I think I have Kelsey hooked on this now, and I want to apologize, but at the same time, like, girl, you need this. So I enable her just like you guys enabled me, but this powder is phenomenal. However, if you want something that is not that price, the Chanel powder really is gorgeous. Again, just check out that video if you would like to see. Now let's move on to an old favorite that I am now using again, and it is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. So the whole reason why I kind of picked this one back up was because my Tarte, let me go ahead and pull it out. I'm not completely out of it, so I still have been using this, and I'm going to use it the rest of the way up. But the Tarte Timeless Smoothing primer, I almost said powder. I'm like all about powders in my head right now. This one right here has been reformulated, and I probably will test it out just so that I have the information for you guys. But they have reformulated this, and I'm almost out of that one. So I was like, let me go ahead and transition over and kind of start playing with this one again. And I love this, and I love it all over again. This is like the thinner version of that. This is a great thing for somebody who has a lot of issues with thicker primers like that, really like pilling up on the skin. This primer right here is much, much thinner. I still put this on top of my MAC Skin Refine Zone, but I use my finger and then I press it into my skin, and it's just so much thinner, but it really does reduce the look of your pores or fine lines or anything like that. And I'm kind of grateful that I went back to this because I'm not as stressed about the Tarte one being reformulated, because I really do enjoy this, and I've been picking it up in lieu of the Tarte one. So I just want to let you guys know, an oldie but a goodie for sure. Brand new product from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This was sent to me, and at first I was a little iffy about it. This is the primer, the eye primer, and it's basically like almost white on me. I was concerned because when I first used this, I felt like I could see like a little dryness right up here where I pluck my brows, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is not going to be good. I feel like it's going to look flaky, but I've been using this every single day now. I have not grabbed for any other primer, my Tarte Shape Tape, or anything to clean up underneath my brows, to prime my eyes. I'm not using Blanc Type anymore to set this. This is amazing. It has the perfect amount of just a little bit of tackiness to hold on to the shadows, but not so much that it's hard to move the shadows around, which is something I found to be a little bit difficult with the P. Louise base. I liked to set that one with Blanc Type because I just find it easier. Like, that one's really great to grab a hold of shadows for cut crease or something and not set it, or I mean, you're setting it with what, well, you guys know what I mean. I just feel like they knocked this out of the park. It is so thin. Everything blends really well on top of it. It makes it more pigmented. I've gotten asked several times about my brow arch when I didn't used to get asked before. Like, a lot of times I've just used the highlighter I have on. So right now I have the highlighter on my face, but because the base of this is white, it makes it pop just so much more. Now, the only critique that I have for this is that well, there's two. If you have super dry eyes, I don't know that you will like this. And then I feel like they need to come out with several colors because this is very, very, very light. So I feel like it's limiting on darker skin tones. So I'd love to see them come out with a few more shades. But other than that, this thing is bomb.com. Let's talk lipsticks. Okay, so I don't know what took me so long to purchase these. I saw Tara Baby's she has like the best lips, like the smoothest lips I think I've ever seen in my life. Kelsey has really smooth lips too, but just like on camera, I always notice Tara Baby's lips. I'm gonna link her down below, but I saw her, she loved these, but I was just like, well, you have these amazing lips, so maybe it's not gonna look good on me. Now these went on the Weekly Wow just like my milk liner did, and I think these were $11 or some, I don't remember, but I picked up one and I started off with the shade Rum Punch. I'm going to show you all of these. So I have Rum Punch right here. I'm going to swatch it. It's what it looks like. And then today I am wearing Beach Babe, which is my current favorite. Beach Babe. I love this, and I love the formula. It is so nice on the lips. It's just the right amount of creaminess without it like moving around. The pigmentation is great. They're really, really good, and I slept on these. And then I have Pink Lemonade, and I also hunted down one other shade. That's Pink Lemonade. Let me tell you the other one that I got because it wasn't on the Sephora store whenever they had the Weekly Wow, and then I still didn't see it after that. So I went to the Tarte website and I ordered it. The color that I picked up is Skinny Dip, and I think that's the lightest shade. So it's going to be a little bit lighter than all three of these. And it just hasn't gotten here. Otherwise, I would have swatched that for you. But my two favorites are definitely Pink Lemonade and Beach Babe. But Beach Babe is my favorite out of all of them. I have both of these mixed on top of my Makeup Forever pencil in, I think it's 602. Yeah, completely sepia 602. So I have that and then those two colors mixed on my lips. I love them. More lipsticks, this time from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her most recent launch. I picked up originally 6 and then I bought one more and it came in today. So I'm going to swatch it for you guys because I haven't even swatched it yet. But I picked 3 of my favorites. These are the Hot Lips 2. I did a swatch video and everything. I love her formula and the packaging, and then the fact that it's going to help Women for Women International is it's just amazing. And these are interchangeable, like you can refill these. I'm so here for these. I'm going to show you the ones that these are my 3 favorite, and then I have not even swatched this. So when I did my video, I said, oh my gosh, I have all of the packaging except for this one. So I picked up Glowing Gem, but I'm going to go ahead and show you my 3 favorites. Patsy Red. Oh, this one is gorgeous. It is a blue-based red, and it's a matte formula. And then this is my favorite packaging, like out of all the packaging, the ones with the panther. So beautiful. And this is Angel Alessandra Ambrosio. Oh, she was Victoria's Secret model. Gorgeous girl. But that right there is a slightly like peachy, a little darker than like my typical nude, but it's just so pretty. And then I also really loved Amazing Amal. That one's a little bit more berry. Now I want to go ahead and swatch Glowing Jen. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, that's beautiful. I can't wait to try that one on. But I just wanted to swatch this one. I'm not saying that this is necessarily one of my favorites because I haven't used it. Those other 3 definitely are, but this is a good color. That is gorgeous. But she knocked these out of the park. Packaging, everything, just, again, love them so much. I have a couple skincare items. This was sent to me. Fresh sent over a huge package, and thank you, Fresh. I really do appreciate it. But I haven't been able to try everything. You know, you can't really just like switch up your whole routine all at once. So I try 1 or 2 things at a time so that I know if something breaks me out or if I like it or, you know, all of that. So this is the first thing that I am trying, and I've been trying their balm as well. But this is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. I love this. I have been using this all month long, and it's so nice. It is so nice, you guys. It really does soften the skin. It doesn't dry me out. It adds a perfect amount of hydration. I am combo, so I can't have too much, but then I need a little something, so I can't have something that dries me out either. And this has been just wonderful. And another thing I told you guys I was going to purchase, and I did. This is from Youth to the People. I've lost the little cap on here. This is the Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist. Oh my goodness. This is so nice. And I was a little bit concerned. I think this has shea butter in it. I will have to double check on the ingredients. I'll probably put them up here or something. I was a little concerned that it might break me out because sometimes shea butter can be just a little bit too much. I am acne prone and then I have pores and just stuff like that. But I wanted to try it anyway, and I'm so glad that I did. I only use this during the day. I use a different hydrating serum at night, but this I spray right after I tone my face in the morning, and then I go in with my serum, and it's just, it makes everything sink in really nicely as that extra hydration, and I have not had any issues with breaking out or anything like that. I will repurchase this. This is so nice. And just a little update for you guys. I had been using the TATCHA, the Dewy Skin Cream. Still love this, and I will use it probably like 2 or 3 times a week, but for the most part, because it's gotten a little bit warmer outside and I will sweat and I get oily a little bit quicker, I have switched back over to the water cream for the most part. So I'm still using this, but I'm using this for the majority. I know that sounds crazy, like what are you doing? But I'm combo, so sometimes I have different needs for different nights and days. So that's it. But I wanted to make sure you guys knew that I had switched back over to the water cream from TATCHA. Both products, amazing. Love them both. This next one, I promised you guys an update. I gave all the feedback I could from you guys when I used this brush from REPHR. This is the no-name brush, but I think they're calling it the P21 or something. I don't remember. But anywho, it's a prototype brush. And I wanted this brush made because you guys know how much I love the MAC 242. So here's the 242 up against the little no-name prototype P21 something, whatever. I sent them a ton of screenshots and you guys asking for this brush. I gave him my feedback and I have great news. I have great news. So currently it's going to be a prototype brush, and they're also coming out with a bronzer brush that is going to be denser, let me see, than this brush right here. And it's going to be a little bit shorter, more pinched. I'm excited. Basically, if you've already backed the REPHR campaign, the Kickstarter, you can go in and add this and you are going to get the bronzer brush, which is going to retail for $100. You can get the bronzer brush for $30, and then they're going to throw in this as a little freebie. I don't have all the information. I'm going to link down where you can ask questions, everything. They are really great and they will get back to you. And I'm also going to link the video that kind of talks about the exact specifics of everything and how you do it and blah, blah, blah. But I'm so excited because I'm hopeful that this brush will actually make it. I know that the bronzer brush is going to be a brush. It's going to be available for $100 instead of the $30 right now. So later on, you'll be able to purchase that. But I really hope that they make this available. But the fact that they are making it available to the backers is amazing. But you have to have already been a backer for it. So you have to have something, and then this is an add-on. But again, I'm going to leave that all down below because I want to make sure that you get the right information on it. So the video will be down there, and then the contact for REPHR if you guys have any questions. But I'm just so excited. I don't have the bronzer brush yet. I think they are going to be sending it to me, so I will let you guys know how I feel about it. But I'm just so happy. You guys went in for this brush, and I'm so glad that you did because we need it. The beauty community needs this brush because I don't know what they did with the MAC 242. Probably like they did with the MAC 217. They destroyed it. All right, I have one more favorite before we get into the fails. Do you guys know what this is? Do you know what's in here? I have here my play button. And I am so excited. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful. It just feels like, I don't know, I don't think this day really was ever going to come. I want to thank every single one of you, everybody who watches my channel, subscribes, supports Wayne Goss. He got me over the bump. I don't even remember, I was at 90 something, but him and his support in me definitely just pushed me over. I'm not going to cry. I am so happy though. And this just really made it just, I don't know, it never really hit me that it was real. And then this came in and I'm just grateful, you guys. And I have to tell you a really, really funny story. It's funny to me anyway. My little brat child. He's not really a brat, obviously. I'm just kidding around. But anywho, Ethan is the second oldest in the family. He is 13 and he has been talking about me getting a play button for over a year. Like, he's like, when do you get it? When do you get it? I'm like, well, you get the first one at 100,000 and then da 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 da, so forth. Well, when I finally reached 100,000 subscribers, he was like, where's your play button? And I thought when I finally got this in the mail that he was going to be the most excited. I remember I was having a bad day. This came in the mail and I didn't even open it. Puffin actually opened this for me. I was sitting in the bed and he opened it and I cried and then, I was like, got emotional. And then I wanted to show the kids, right? And I'm expecting Ethan to really just be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. When I tell you, he says, that's it. I'm like, yeah, what are you talking about? That's it, He's like, well, I was just expecting like the actual button. I'm like, I don't have 10 million subscribers. But he was like, oh. Cadence, the oldest, chimes in. She's like, well, I like it. I'm like, you're the new favorite. Of course, I'm just kidding around. But then on top of that, the very next morning, I think my husband knew that my feelings were just like a little bit hurt. Like just a little bit. I got this on top of my play button. It was just, on the counter, and it said, just want to tell you that I am proud of you. This is really cool. I love you, Puffin. I was just like, thank you. Ethan, you suck. I'm just kidding. But I just have to tell you guys, thank you so much. I am so, so appreciative. I don't even know where I'm going to put it yet. So it's just been sitting in this thing and I just been waiting for my favorites video to show you guys. And thank you guys again. All right, I'm going to quit blabbering and I'm going to get on to my fails. Now there's only one fail, which is great because that means that I just had a lot of fun this month instead of being like, meh. I really didn't get along with this product. It's the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Foundation Powder. I use this several different ways and I don't know. Let me get on. I want to read from the site. So this is why I am disappointed. It says, get naturally radiant, flawlessly smooth skin in seconds. So I'm thinking this is not going to be a super matte powder. It's going to be really silky. It says it's long wearing, it blurs the look of imperfections. It says it's non-drying, but that it also controls shine, oil-free, all these things. So I think in my head, I was thinking this is going to be silky. It's going to really melt into the skin. It's going to be beautiful. It's $37 for 10 grams of product, and I compared it to the MAC Studio Fix, which has 15 grams of product, and it is $30. So I love the MAC Studio Fix. I just thought this was going to be better. I thought it was going to really just be what I grab for when I'm in a hurry, want to put powder on. A lot of times during the summer, it's easier to put powder on because it just, it can control oil and stuff better. But this, it was so dry on my skin, and that, was after even spraying. I remember having to just douse myself in my watermelon glow mist and then put a whole lot of highlight on, my buffing powder and everything to make my face look good that day. And I just did not like it. And it definitely does not last the 12 hours, at least not on me. And again, I am combo. If you're dry, definitely stay away from this. I do think it's possible that if you are straight up oily, you might like this, but the claim of naturally radiant and really smooth and whatnot, I don't agree with that at all. So this was a huge disappointment. If anybody is curious, you're the same shade as me, you're oily and you want to try it out, I use the shade Vanilla. But that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did by giving a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.